What's up, you Graham? It's Guys here, and it's about time we talk about something that's been getting brought up a lot lately. Well, companies are all out there desperately scrambling over each other to try to find a way to capitalize on Bitcoin almost hitting its record high again of $60,000. We have the birth of something brand new, never seen before, that's about to come into existence for the first time ever. And no, I'm not talking about my brand new vlog channel down below in the description called This the Family. Instead, we're talking about the brand new Bitcoin credit card and why I'm not getting one. But I gotta say, even though I was really looking forward to something like this, I was left feeling empty and disappointed after looking into it further for reasons which wouldn't be so obvious at a first glance, so here's why. But before we start, if you want to help me feel a little bit less disappointed and empty after reading through it and analyzing all of the fine print, all you have to do to make me feel better is to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. You don't have to go all crazy on it like this guy or even this guy, but if you just give it a quick and gentle tap, it helps out my channel tremendously and makes all of this research 1000% worth it. So thank you so much for doing that, and also big thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, but more on that later. Now initially I gotta say, at first glance, I thought this is a really cool concept, and instead of getting paid back in cash, you're getting paid in Bitcoin. Which, if Elon Musk keeps tweeting about it and it goes to the moon, there's a small chance that Bitcoin reward may very well pay for your entire purchase at some point in the future. But then of course I started looking into the fine print, and that is where things started heading downhill pretty quick. So right off the bat, here's the big appeal. 1.5% unlimited cash back on everything paid back to you in Bitcoin. Now, in order to be eligible to receive that award, you'll have to have an account with BlockFi, which is basically just an interest-bearing account where they will hold onto your cryptocurrencies and pay you back up to 9.3% in interest, depending on what you keep on their platform. So in this case, if you spend $2,000 on the credit card and receive $30 back in Bitcoin as your 1.5% reward, that Bitcoin will also earn an additional 6% annually on the BlockFi account. However, here's where things start going, well, bad. Even if you hold on to your Bitcoin reward for the entire year and your 1.5% reward grows by an additional 6%, that's the equivalent of you getting 1.59% unlimited cash back on all of your purchases paid to you in Bitcoin, which honestly is not that good. Like, getting cash back on credit cards is absolutely nothing new. The Citi Double Cash gives you 2% unlimited cash back on everything. The Discover It gives you 5% cash back on revolving categories, and the Amex Blue Cash Preferred gives you 6% cash back on groceries. So really all this credit card does is pay you less money back for the convenience of investing Bitcoin on your behalf in really small increments. And in order for that to compete with the 2% unlimited cash back on the Citi Double Cash card, the price of Bitcoin would have to go up 33% in a month just for you to break even. So from purely a number standpoint, the math just isn't there that would make this card worthwhile based on a 1.5% return. But wait, there's more. The rewards don't stop just there, and they give you the opportunity to make up to $750 more just by doing the following. The first is through a sign-up bonus of $250 worth of Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 on the card in the first 3 months. Now, I hate to be a Debbie Downer with this, but when you look at this credit card objectively, spending $3,000 for a sign-up bonus of $250 on a credit card that gives you 1.5% cash back on Bitcoin is just not that good. For example, you could get up to 5% cash back on the Chase Freedom Flex and get a $200 sign-up bonus for only spending $500 in the first 3 months. The Capital One Quicksilver also gives you a $200 sign-up bonus with $500 spent, and the Bank of America card gives you $200 when you spend $1,000. That means you would literally be able to get all the offers I just mentioned and have $350 more left over, while still spending $1,000 less than you would need to on the BlockFi credit card. Now, thankfully though, they do try to redeem themselves by increasing your reward to 3.5% between months 4 and 6 of using the credit card, but they cap that benefit at only $100 worth of Bitcoin. Again, at that level, you may as well just use another cash back card that doesn't limit you to only $100 worth of a reward. Although now, here's where parts of the card get interesting and how it might be worth it depending on how sophisticated you are with using its features. But really quick, don't you hate it when you're in the middle of making money and then you have to stop everything to try to figure out what to eat? Well, thankfully, our video sponsor today, HelloFresh, has come to the rescue. HelloFresh is a meal delivery service that cuts out stressful, time-intensive meal prepping so that you could actually enjoy cooking, with dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes. Which, by the way, is way less time than it would take to get in a car, drive to the grocery store, figure out what to buy, stand in line, pay, and drive back, and then finally attempt to cook something. With this, you get to skip through all of that and begin to make chef-curated meals delivered right to your door at their peak freshness and flavor. It's also insanely delicious. They've got so many recipes to choose from every single week. They're packed full with healthy options for everyone, and you've literally got restaurant-quality meals that you can make yourself with produce that gets to you faster than a grocery store. Plus, their pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep, there's less wasted food. Their carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought groceries, and they're committed to giving back, having donated over 4 million meals in 2020. And listen, I just gotta say, it's flat out good food. And they've made the process as streamlined as possible for you to save time, eat a healthy home-cooked meal, and have a good time in the process without worrying about forgetting ingredients at the grocery store. We're a happy customer, and if you want to try them out too, go to HelloFresh.com and use code 12gram to get 12 free meals plus free shipping. Yes, you heard that correctly. Free food. It's really just that easy. HelloFresh.com, use code 12gram, get 12 free meals and free shipping. I'm really happy they decided to be a part of this video because this has been the tastiest sponsorship I have ever done. Enjoy. Alright, so now that we got your meals taken care of, here's where the rewards get slightly unusual depending on what you're doing with them. First, by getting the credit card, they're going to be offering you an extra 2% interest on your daily stablecoin balance paid in Bitcoin up to $200 a year. Now, for those unaware, a stablecoin is just a cryptocurrency that's pegged to the US dollar 1-to-1. So $1 USD is always going to be worth $1 of a stablecoin and vice versa. But on BlockFi's platform, they will pay you a significant amount of interest on your stablecoins that you keep on the platform. Now, I'll be honest, but I've never been able to understand how they could afford to pay you such high interest. But either way, BlockFi will increase that interest rate by another 2% up to the maximum benefit of $200 per year. The second, this one is interesting. They say they're going to be giving you 0.25% back in Bitcoin on all eligible trades up to a maximum of $500 in Bitcoin every month. Now, I'll admit, when I first saw that, I was blown away because $500 a month in Bitcoin could add up to a lot of money, except when I realized that you would need to trade $200,000 a month to maximize the benefit. Then to make matters even worse, when I go on my own BlockFi account, trading is disabled because they're only allowed in a few select states that chances are you don't live in, so this won't even apply to you. But if it does apply to you, there's no shortage of articles out there complaining about how expensive BlockFi is to trade from. And according to random strangers on Reddit who have done the math, there have been reports of BlockFi's average fee working out to 0.7 to 0.9%, which is way higher than if you just used another platform like Coinbase Pro. Now, of course, to be fair to BlockFi, they're really not meant to be a trading platform, and of course they deserve to make money. But from a cost standpoint, even a 0.25% reduction in a trading fee still means it's expensive, it's just not as expensive as it once was. And third, here's actually where they're really good. They'll give you $30 in Bitcoin for every client referral on top of the base Refer a Friend program, and that is a lot of money. So here's the deal. The base Refer a Friend program gives you $10 for every friend you refer who deposits $100 or more to their BlockFi interest account. But once you refer more than 5 people, your reward doubles all the way to $20. That means you could literally get $50 for every person you refer who gets the credit card who also deposits $100 on their BlockFi account, and that could add up to a lot of money. I would imagine that once this credit card comes out, you're going to have a lot of people telling you to go and get this credit card because it pays out a significant amount of money, even though in my opinion the card itself is really not that good. And lastly, number 4, I wanted to save this one to the very end because it's wild that they would do this, but this card also comes with a $200 annual fee. So if we go and add everything up that you could potentially get in the first year, here's how much this card is actually worth, and you could then decide for yourself if this card is worth getting. Assuming you spend $24,000 over the year on the credit card, you're going to be getting back $360 worth of Bitcoin at their 1.5% reward. Then you're going to be getting an extra $100 for those 3 months where you get the bonus 3.5% back in Bitcoin. That money will grow to about $472 over the year when you apply their 6% interest rate on top of that. You're also going to be getting that bonus $250 when you meet the minimum spend, bringing your total profit for the year to $722. Then of course you have that $200 annual fee, which brings your profit down to $522 in the first year. Now for most people that would just end here if you don't keep $10,000 in stablecoins, you don't refer anybody, free and you don't do any Bitcoin trading. Now, unfortunately, even though the first year seems pretty reasonable, the second year doesn't look anywhere near as good. With $2,000 a month spent on the credit card in the second year, you're going to be getting back $360 worth of Bitcoin plus $12 worth of that 6% interest. And then, of course, when you subtract that $200 annual fee, your net profit the second year is only going to be $172. Compare that to other credit cards like the Chase Freedom Flex, which gives you a $200 sign-up bonus, up to $300 in rewards on select categories, plus unlimited 1 to 3% cash back on everything else. That easily comes out ahead every single year because it does not have an annual fee. The Citi Double Cash Rewards credit card also comes out ahead the second year, paying you back $480 with the same annual spend because, again, it doesn't have an annual fee. That's all compared to BlockFi's $160 the second year with the annual fee. So overall, here's my honest take. To me, the sign-up bonus absolutely sucks. $3,000 is way too much to spend just to be able to get $250 back as a bonus. The cash back of 1.5% is alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but the $200 annual fee just ruins the entire thing. It's kind of like if you're baking a cake, but then last minute, you decide it would be a good idea to go and pour motor oil over the entire thing and just make it inedible and ruin it. If the BlockFi credit card did not have an annual fee, then I would say it's probably worth getting. But I think $200 a year as an annual fee to get 1.5% cash back in Bitcoin is atrocious. The only thing that I see about this credit card being amazing is the referral program where you could make all the way up to $50 per person who signs up. But let's be real, the card itself is not really all that good on its own when you compare it with other offers out there. And the only way to make this card actually worthwhile is to refer it to other people who then have to refer it to other people to then make it worth it to them, who also have to refer more people, and just the cycle continues. And listen, don't get the wrong idea, I actually like BlockFi and I've been using their interest account for the last few months to hold on to my Bitcoin and Ethereum. But the credit card aspect of this, I just gotta say it's not for me. So my thought is just this, if you want to buy Bitcoin and earn interest on BlockFi, you don't need a credit card to do that. Instead, just go and get a good cashback credit card through Chase, Discover, Bank of America, or Citibank. And then either use that cashback to invest in Bitcoin or invest in Bitcoin on your own. I'm always going to be completely upfront in terms of my thoughts on anything I talk about here so that you know anytime I do actually endorse something, like going and getting a free stock worth all the way up to $50 when you use my link down below in the description and sign up for public, it's actually something I really stand behind. But this, even though I would stand to make a lot of money signing up people to get the credit card, is not something I'm a huge fan of, and personally, I just don't think it's worth it. However, if they do remove the annual fee, then I gotta say, I would probably end up getting the card, and 1.5% cash back is pretty decent. It's okay. And of course, as usual, smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As on my second channel, The Graham Stephan Show, I post there every single day. I'm now posting here, so if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, make sure to add yourself to that. And lastly, if you want a completely free stock worth all the way up to $50, use my link down below in the description, and Public is going to be giving you a free stock for signing up and depositing $100. And I'm posting all of my stock trades on there, so if you want to see what I'm buying or selling, use that link down below in the description. Enjoy, let me know which stock you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.